Welcome back to another episode of Daily Fortnite, your daily podcast about Fortnite. I'm your host, Mikey, aka Mike Daddy, aka Magnificent Mikey, and Endgame is coming back to Fortnite. All right, so in Blitz right now, it is Marvel themed. And it looks like in the poster that they have for this teaser, that says, by the way, whatever it takes, April 3rd, 2026. It's Ramirez holding it's gosh, what's the name? Bright Bomber, I think, holding uh Captain America's shield. All right. But the thing that we got to notice up in the left hand corner of this is the Marvel logo and then Fortnite OG. So I do believe we are going to get Endgame back. That game mode back in the game. And my guess is it's going to be in Fortnite OG, since that is the specific thing that they label here in the little teaser poster. It doesn't just say Fortnite, it specifically says Fortnite OG. So I think we will get Endgame back, a great game mode, and I think it will be coming back to OG on April 3rd, is my guess. The other thing that we need to take note of is that on April 1st, OG Season 8 launches. So couple of days after, that makes sense that they would be then doing the end game thing right in the new season. So at least that tie-in makes sense to me, so I think that's what's going to be happening. And then other news you need to know. So if you're listening to this, it's too late, but hopefully you got to play over the weekend, because they were giving away a free pickaxe if you got a win up until March 30th at 8 a.m. Eastern. If you got a win, a victory royale, you would get the soft roller pickaxe. So again, this is something I hope we see them do more often. Unfortunately, they talked about it in their post when they laid off over 1,000 employees, that they need to do more things to, give players incentive to come back into the game. But this is the kind of thing that hopefully they do more often, where they are giving us incentive, like, hey, I really got to try hard to get a win this weekend, or I got to try to hit this mark, whatever this challenge is for the weekend or for the week, just like they're doing with the the showdown weekly challenges, where you can earn the kicks for the week 1 challenge, or the week 2 where you have to survive 30 storm circles. You get to earn the goofy foot flail pickaxe. So again, hopefully this is, hopefully there's more to come for this type of stuff, and that it continues, and that it will continue to bring attention to the game. Now, with that being said, sorry I didn't get that news to you sooner, that they were doing this soft roller pickaxe for a victory royale thing over the weekend, but it just so happened that my dad was coming to visit me this weekend, and then last minute my grandma decided that she was feeling good enough to come visit as well. So and she only gets to travel very rarely. She's elderly, so she doesn't get around very much anymore. So she got to come this weekend, and so I was just spending the weekend with her and hanging out with her and my dad and just catching up with family. So sorry there wasn't any episodes without announcement or anything, but that's what was going on. And then just so you know this ahead of time, I am going on vacation starting April 1st. I'll be gone the first like 9 or 10 days of April, and I don't expect to have any episodes come out during that time as well. If anything, I'll be traveling, so if I do record anything, it might be, like a hey, I'm just checking in, real quick on my phone or something, but nothing big, nothing serious. So just be aware that when you don't hear any episodes there for a little bit, that's what's going on. Okay, and then let's see here. I think that's the news that I have for you today. So let's take a look at some of these things in game. All right. First up, let's take a look. Let's look at the showdown and catch up because it's been a couple of days, right? So let's take a look. In that time, the Team Ice King has unlocked the stabilize the rift anomaly, so they adds a new rift anomaly to the island. Dark Voyager's drones begin to tear at the fabric of reality. Take them out to secure loot from across the timeline. All right, and then for Team Foundation, we unlock the Foundation's Rift Rifle, so it adds a new item to the loot pool. The Foundation's legendary rifle is here. Send friends, foes, and icy tyrants rifting across the battlefield. That should be, I'm sure there's a lot of fun things we'll get to see people do with that. And then again, I want to shout out our top 10 in here. MFD Primero in first place with 228. Rivalries Run Godzilla 6874 has 201. Shrek Lover 456 has 198. 007 Penguin 2799 has 183. Sadist Bob has 150. Emperor God 33 has got 140. J Trox 18 has 120. It has 117. Gamer Ninja 1215 has 116. And Mom 9451 has 115. That is our top 10. Good job, everybody. You guys are killing it right now. I still only have 7, so I need to get in and play some more. The last couple of days when I have played, it was just be like, I got a quick minute here. We're all sitting around and resting, so I got in and played some blitz matches, but that was really all I played over the weekend. So not doing a lot with the rivalries, but good job everybody else. My goodness. And with that being said, let's take a look at what people are playing at the time of this recording. In Battle Royale, 393,000. Reload has 114,000. OG 46,000. Blitz 37,000. Save the World 11,000. Let's see here. Odyssey has 11,000. Burke Life 1,000. Festival 5,000. Creative 3,000. Rank Ballistic 3,000. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, that's the other thing. Actually, I did while when I had a little bit of time, I did go into creative, and I know every once in a while, I let you guys know that I have been trying to work on something. I had on the day that my grandpa and grandma were arriving. They were arriving late in the night, so I actually stayed up, and instead of like playing, I just got in creative, and I worked on this map I've been working on for, I don't know how long I've been working on it now. I've been working on it for a long time. I just don't have very much time, so I don't get around to doing it very often. But because I had a few hours the other night, I got a lot closer to finishing this map that I started a long time ago. So, be on the lookout. I feel like because I got so close to getting this thing where I wanted it to be, I feel like I'm kind of like in the mood to like actually, get some work done on this and maybe try to have this done, when I have my vacation, when I after I get back home after traveling, I still have a few days at home to myself before having to return to work. So I feel like it's time to get that done and release that to the community so that we can have this map to play together. Um, we'll see how it goes though, but that's just an update on that. All right. Let's see here. If we take a look at some creator made modes, things like steal the brain rot, 32,000. Go up for brain rots, 26,000. Red versus blue go, 11,000. Murder mystery, 7,000. Container raft tycoon 2, 4,800. Shoot or die mammoth pistol, 2,200. And there's a whole lot more to be discovered in the Discover tab. Our peak number was 2,277,650. That's a nice big number. Again, this season is really good. There are a lot of fun things to do. There's incentive for you to come back and play for both Battle Pass reasons, weekend challenge reasons, weekly challenge reasons to earn items in all those phases. So I think that's definitely helping. All right. Let's see here. Let's go take a look at quests and give you a reminder and go over the quests. Let me select Battle Royale so that when I go over to quests, what in the world? Why are they not showing up? Okay, I have Battle Royale selected. Have build selected. Oh, I'll start a match. Pretend like I'm going to play. And now let's see if quests... What in the world? Why is nothing showing up here? Well, I guess since nothing is showing up in my quest for some reason, I'm just going to remind you to do your quests. And hopefully the next time I log in to record an episode, the quest tab will be working and show me quests to do. All right, so there's that. Compete tab. This weekend, you know, since I missed a few days and I wasn't paying attention to anything, I'm not going to go over anything. And then potentially there is again FNCS Division 1 happening, or FNCS divisions happening on Monday, and a solo ranked cup as well as Tuesday. I'm not sure if I will cover those at all on those days either, because again, I am leaving Wednesday. So, yeah. In fact, now that I think about it, I might not record Tuesday night either, because I will be finishing packing and we have to leave like super early in the morning, basically still the middle of the night on Wednesday. So Tuesday, I'll be, once I get home from work, I'll be getting ready to leave. So, yeah, my last episode I record will probably be on Monday night, which means there'll be an episode that comes out Tuesday morning. But then you probably won't hear from me for the next like week and a half or so after that. But just so you know, all right. So that's that. That's that last little update. All right. Now we've gone over all that. So let's head on over to the item shop, and I can give you my item of the day and remind you that you can get any and all of the items in the item shop using code Mikey, MMMIKIE, in the item shop, and some of the proceeds will go to help support the show. Now there's a ton of good things that have come out in the item shop that are still in the item shop since I last recorded. Which again, unfortunately, the last episode I recorded before I found out my grandma was coming was the episode where we, talked about Epic laying off over 1,000 employees. But since that time, there's been a ton of really good items that have come out in the item shop that are still here, and it makes it really hard to select an item. So, with that being said, I do have to pick one, and I'm gonna look at a price here and see if that changes my mind at all in making a difference. Gosh, no, it's not that big of a difference, so that doesn't make it any easier. But this is what I'm going to go with for today's item of the day. I am going with Lola Bunny and Daffy Duck bundle as the item of the day. Gotta get the bundle. I mean, Daffy Duck, all right, and then you also get the Toon Squad version. Again, Space Jam was huge for me as a child. And then there's the Duck Dodgers rocket, back bling, Lola Bunny. Again, Space Jam was very huge, and strangely, Lola Bunny was also very huge when I was a kid. A lot of my friends my age were very intrigued with Lola Bunny. And then the bunny hops back bling, the quacking up emo. I mean, just a classic Daffy Duck thing, right? That you get to see happen in Fortnite, which is cool. And Lola's game ball pickaxe, the golden Daffy pickaxe, all of that for 3,200, which is what 1,900 off the total. So there you go. That's your item of the day. All right, and now because it's been a while as well, I got some shout outs to give and some comments to respond to. First up, we'll get to Apple Podcasts because I'm recording this on a Sunday, and I actually got this one from an email. It doesn't show up in Apple when I look at it, so I am assuming that this is an international listener, and this is exactly what you need to do. Because I live in the United States, when I go and look at the comments, or when I go look at the reviews in Apple, I can only see reviews that were left within users that are within the US. So if you are outside of the US, you need to do like this user did. You need to take a screenshot and send it to me either in an email or on social media, or on in a comment somewhere on social media, or email it to me. All right, and this one came from Monks Jr. that says, title is nice. This is an awesome podcast, and I love everything about it. I have not been able to play as much, but I can still keep in touch with what's in the shop. P.S. If you want to add me, here are my usernames: Xbox Mr. Meeseeks 21223 and Nintendo Switch CatPig1. All right, awesome. Thank you, Monks Jr. Really appreciate that. And nobody has done this in quite a while, so also thanks for giving us an example. If you're an international listener, which I know we have a lot of them, this, and you're leaving reviews and wondering why I'm not responding to them, is because I can't see them. So you have to screenshot it and send it to me if you're international, outside of the US, I should say. All right, and now let's take a look over on the rest of Apple. We got one from Elijah the Goat that says, Team Ice. Ice is the best. Oh, come on. Good luck to you anyways. And thanks for the 5-star review. Let's see here. Landon the Wide says, who's the new guy in the latest episode? You must be talking about Blaine. That is my oldest son, and he is going to be helping me out. He is doing the item shop updates. So I was in a mode where I was only there for a while, either able to, actually still going on right now, I can only record super early in the morning or super late at night. And if I record super early in the morning, I don't have a lot of time because I got to get my kids ready for school, and I have to get myself ready for work. And then at night, it's super late. I'm tired. So my son is taking over the item shop now, doing those updates. And then when he does the item shop updates, he puts those episodes out as soon as He's finished recording, and so those episodes are a little bit more up to date with what's in the item shop. So you have more time to respond to, making sure that you get to the item shop in time to get the items that you hear about in the episode. If you don't, a lot of people that listen to the show tell me, they only get to play on the weekends or only get to play here or there, but they listen to the item shop part because then they, if there's somebody who works so busy during the week that they don't normally sign on during the week, or it's a kid that they normally don't get to play during the week, they only get to play on the weekends, but there's an item that they really want, then they know to go. Either, if it's an adult, they know like, oh, I've been waiting for a long time, so I need to go sign in real quick and purchase that before it goes away. Or if it's a kid who needs permission from their parents, they know, hey, I got to go ask my parents and let them know, hey, like I've been saving my V-Bucks for this item and it's back in the item shop now. Please let me sign on so I can go get it before it goes away again. So that type of thing. And now that he's doing it again, gives you just that much more time since his episodes come out nightly after, usually a few hours after the item shop updates. And let's see here. Wolf Meat 14 says rival found. What's up, Mikey? I'm back, and I will say Fortnite got me hooked again after the last season being somewhat of a letdown. This season feels super fun with the new Rivals edition. I've begun grinding out the battle pass, which is also pretty good. I'm part of the Ice King army. Oh man, nothing against Foundation. I just thought the bonus skin was better. Oh come on, winter is coming. Ah yes, Game of Thrones. P.S. If anyone listening to this has app group me, I have just made a Fortnite group called Lost in the Storm. Come join to hang out and chat. P.S. Good luck, Jackson. Oh right, there you go. Awesome. Thank you for that 5-star. Let's see here, and I'm glad you're hooked on Fortnite again. Yeah, I'm feeling like this season is much improved over the last season, and a few seasons in fact. Let's see here. Craft Dog 522 says hi. I completed every battle pass plus bonus rewards. Not South Park though. Big fan. I sent you big friend requests. My name is Craft Dog 522. P.S. Can you do video podcast? Yeah. I don't know if like the Apple podcasts go up as video. I know that they do for Spotify because that's where like my home base is. That's where I started out on Anchor. Spotify bought Anchor, and so that's where all my stuff gets published through Spotify, and they automatically, because I upload a video file, it automatically goes up as a video on there. I don't know if it does for Apple though. Actually, I've never thought to look into that to see if it does on Apple because I haven't used Apple Podcasts myself in a long time. So, yeah, I'm not sure, but I'll have to look into that and see if I can get it up as video on Apple Podcasts if it's not. All right. Thank you for your reviews, everybody, on that. Again, Apple Podcast still really helps the show grow when you guys leave those 5-star ratings and reviews. Let's head on over to YouTube, where Salmon says, Bro, L Epic, I'm gonna miss Ballistic. P.S. The maps I recommend really work. I got 10 levels today. Also, I pulled the Huz at my school movie night. Nice. But yeah, that was a big L. And yeah, I said I understand why some of these modes are going because just not enough people are playing them. It's just too bad they weren't able to use the resources for something else. Since it seems like the game needs a lot of help, anyways. MFD Primero says, "Hey Mikey, where is the link to Discord?" I saw this comment earlier. I just a little while ago actually sent you a link as a reply. So if you didn't see it yet, when you hear this, just know that I sent you a link to join the Discord if you haven't joined already. Since you left this comment a couple days ago. All right, let's see here. Jericho Sims #1 stances. Dang, hate to see all those layoffs. And yes, Jericho, yeah, me too. It really sucks. Let's see here. New analyst says I feel super bad for the over 1,000 people that got fired, but I basically just got a job. I bought a lawnmower to mow people's lawns for money, but it was broken, so I went to get it fixed at this guy's house. But we kind of fixed it, but he gave me a mower 10 times nicer, and I'm super excited because after school today, I get to try it out on my first lawn. Nice. Way to go. That's awesome. Glad to hear you're working hard, getting that money. And yeah, definitely feeling for the over 1,000 people that got laid off. That's already hard enough. And then I've been seeing some of their stories get posted online. You know, some of them, they got some real personal issues going on that it just sucks that just came out of nowhere like that, right? So yeah, just such a bummer. Yeah, let's see here. That looks like that's all the comments, everybody. So thank you so much for checking out the show. Make sure you go join the daily Fortnite Discord and hang out with us. Follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Head over to Apple Podcasts. Leave a 5-star rating and a written review for a shout out on the show. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And until next time, have fun, be safe, and don't get lost in the storm.